And I want to talk about gratitude a little bit this morning. I am really grateful to you guys for doing what you're doing for the backpack program and what you're doing for Southwood Lutheran. You're not only doing this for kids who are in some dire financial, economic circumstance, but you're doing it for your church and you're doing it for the community as well. And we all benefit when we lift up people. All of us benefit all the time. But you got to be grateful for these moments in your lives. You got to be listening for these moments in your lives. You guys have an opportunity right now to listen to your lives as you hear what other kids your age are thinking about God and their lives and how God can work in your lives. You got to listen for this stuff. This is a good time of life to be listening. But I wouldn't tell you that it's just at 15 or 18 that you need to be listening. You need to be listening at 58. Kim, what are you, 30?
Thank you, Scott.
You bet, Kim. See, she was listening back then. This is a time for good listening, and you need to listen to the need that exists in this community. You need to listen to the leadership that exists at this church that has hooked up this congregation with a community, a school community over at Saratoga, and the bigger community at large. We talk about what Southwood Lutheran is doing at every church we go and speak to, and it's a lot. We're asked constantly to go to speak to churches. And Southwood Lutheran has really been the model for how to maximize outreach and what it does. And I've said it a million times, or it seems like it, the getters in this backpack process are not getting as much as the givers. And you guys, that's the way it always is. The givers get more than the getters. And the kids that are being fed and the families that are being fed are getting a lot. But the givers to this program are getting a lot more. Now, from what I understand, you've gathered 700 pounds of food already for the Backpack Emergency Program. Yes, give yourself a nice round of applause.
Yeah. Hey-o.
That means that based on backpack weights, just that 700 pounds will mean that families will have food on 140 weekends that you guys have gathered. So what you're doing is really significant. It is really significant. And there is nothing more powerful, in my view, than people handing food to people. Very powerful, very spiritual. That's what you're doing by gathering food for the backpack program, the backpack emergency program. The backpack emergency pantry. We're going to open that baby up around November 1st. We'd hope to open it in October. It's kind of getting pushed back, but it'll still get rolling here this fall. And what'll happen is families will flock to this backpack emergency pantry to help themselves and their children get through the weekends. Now that's great giving on the part of Southwood Lutheran and the Kawanians and everybody that's involved with it. And it has to do with being grateful, you guys. When you give a gift, that's really a gratitude act. And so as we approach Thanksgiving, I'd like to pass out some of these, and they're going to run short. But what I want you to do is take one of these, as long as they last. I don't know how far this will go around. There's a lot of kids in this group. But what they are is little stickers that say grateful on them. And what I want you to do is put it on the dashboard of your car, or put it in your mirror, on your bathroom mirror. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day. Take 7 days and look at that grateful and think about the things you're taking for granted. Who took something for granted already today? Hand, please. I do it every day. You guys are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. If you can get yourself in a grateful habit, I'll guarantee you're going to have a better life. You're going to have a better life. I was grateful when this young woman knocked her head on the table over there. See? Okay. So I like slapstick, what can I say? But being grateful about things that we take for granted will extend your life and make your life far more rich than it already is. I heard this line applied to a politician this week, unfairly, but it's the guy who woke up on third base in life and thought he hit a triple. Most of us wake up in life on third base and we get to thinking we hit a triple, but we didn't. We were placed there by good fortune. Warren Buffett calls it the lottery of the womb. If you're born into a middle-class family in Lincoln, Nebraska, you don't have alcohol or physical violence, dysfunction in your family, You're in the top 1% in the world in wealth. And that's a fact. And yet many of us take that for granted all the time. This is a large enough group so that some of you didn't wake up in life on third base. I for one did. I know some others of you did, probably most of you did. Some of you probably didn't. Some people struggle to get from home plate to first base, while the rest of us are sitting around on third base congratulating ourselves for all we've done to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. It's not true. So think about what you're going to be grateful for. Think about what you should not take for granted, and be grateful for those things. Parents, breakfast, lunch, dinner, roof over your head, lack of alcohol problems in your family. If you have alcohol problems in your family and you're getting on top of them, be grateful for that. Look around for the things that you need to be grateful for, and be grateful for.